Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening all. This is Dietitian Flora Amritha. Today I'm here back again with another new topic. Today I'm going to tell about what to eat and what not to eat before and after IUI, right? So everybody has a query like, what should I eat and what should I not? Like when you are preparing for your pregnancy. So these are the what are the success rate? Let us know. And what is IUI, right? It is like IUI is a treatment where it is done and which with the help of the semen from the male partner, and it is transferred into the male partner's uterus, right? As we all know, it's like if we, as according to our knowledge, this is a procedure where in the IUI, the fertility treatment, it is done with these are the more important things which we have to know about it. So it is done with the help of the thin catheter. The procedure is done during the ovulation, right? So and it is also done during the natural ovulation cycle and during the induced ovulation. So it is like making, as you are looking into this picture, you can see that like how the making of egg, it will be there, and egg the transfer with a semen rising in it. Like we have to know that like what are the good amount of semen morphology we have to be check into that, and we have also need to know like how the female eggs the quality will be, the how it is being ovulated, we need to be checked resolved. So insertion and the pregnancy, after the insertion is done, after the 12 to 14 or 15 days, we need to go for a pregnancy test, right? So this is the process where you have to know about like what is a success rate and for whom it is being more successful. Like in nowadays, it is like more than the patient female patient age is, if it is more than 35, it is like third. Uh, it is like less in number. If we are seeing like more than 35, it is just 10%. If it's under 35, it is like 13%, right? If the patient is above like more than 40, it is like less, like almost like 5 to 9% or 3% we give it then. And 38%, the more the age the female is, the more the success would be happen there. So always we recommend above 30, we have to check the quality male, especially the females, where you have to know that like how good the your eggs are, right? So you have to be like, if you are applying for IUI, so there is the more success rate under the 35 of your age. So make sure if you are under the 35, then it is in the more of the success rate. Okay. So before IR procedure, what you have to do it, what is the thing where you have to know about it? Like firstly, you have to consult your professional doctor. Like you have to know like why are you not getting pregnant? Like how healthy you are from it, right? You need to check like how your body is fit and how well it is being I mean, how many eggs has been implanted, how many have been good in the number, and how many have been the best quality are there. So always consult a professional doctor to know what has been into, or why are you not into the conceiving kind of. Okay, when you are preparing, you need to know the problem before you go into the, if you are looking for a solution. Manage the endometriosis and the PCOD. So if you are into the PCOD and endometriosis, so it is like if the PCOD, as we all know, there be sometimes you might not get a regular cycles, or it might be the late cycles would be you are putting off for more weight. Okay, or to you have to know like how hormonal imbalance has been there in your body, right? There where you have to be check out your hormones, like how your hormones has been working in. So how the investigations are in the correct form, right? So you always need to know like how to know that, and what to do is like before the procedure you have to be check on like consulting your doctor and to know about the endometriosis and the PCOD, and maintaining a healthy weight. Maintaining a healthy weight is most important part, where you cannot be under the your BMI, or you cannot be the overweight of your. Yeah, BMI is like about 30 or 35 would be. It might, with the unbalanced or unhealthy weight, it doesn't work out in your hormones as well. So maintaining a healthy weight is the most prior first thing where as a dietitian, I always suggest my people, like you, the normal BMI is which is more helpful to get pregnancy as early as possible. So apart from this, a healthy weight maintaining, uh, to that we can also know that how stressed you are. You have to come out of the stress, how your body is, and are you into the good pattern of the sleep, are you into the good pattern of your maintaining your healthy exercise, are you balancing your into a good food, are you hanging out with unnecessary food or a junk food you are taking in. So how you are, how stressed up you need to, are you stressed up with your work pressure, are you stressed out with your pregnancy, overwhelmed over what it has been in your mind. Also to know about it, like how you are being to know this, like how to be maintained is most important, and how to come out of the stress is like most important thing. And as I was talking about the healthy sleep patterns, because sleep is also most important thing where your cortisol hormones will play an important role. If it doesn't go for almost like peaceful sleep around like 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your cortisol hormones will rise up high. So again, your stress hormones will go up high. Again, your hormones will doesn't work on a like in a proper manner. So you have to be always with a good guide would be to know the solution for your problem. You have to come out of the stress. The sleep is important as well as the exercise. You have to activate your hormones as well by maintaining your healthy weight, right? Either you want to increase your weight or you want to decrease your weight. Exercise is the, again, is the where you have to come on your foot, right? So this is the way you have to start doing up your exercise, where you can activate your hormones in by a good balanced diet as well. So following a healthy diet routine, like as I was telling about, it is not only by going to a exercise or balancing your food. It doesn't matter, because it is where the five things where you have to be on a healthy diet routine is like your fluid intake matters, the water, how much hydrated you are is most important, how much of exercises are you doing is it matters about it, and how good amount of balanced diet, balanced diet in the sense like how, from all the food groups if you're taking in, like in a day, not only 1 day or 2 day if you follow, it doesn't work out in the treatment. Okay, we have to plan before, because it's not an instant thing where it will work out like आज लियो like आज ही like result आएगा. It is not like that, where you have to store all the good nutrients in the body, where you have invest for tomorrow, right? It'll take time, whether it might be 2 months or 3 months to nourish up your body to giving up a good results. It'll take time at least for 2 months, where you have to maintain at least for 2 or 3 months, not for 1 or 2 days. Make a good habit of going for a good diet patterns would might be the regular exercise, a sleep pattern, hydration is most important, and de-stress. These are the routine where I am suggesting you to, these are the five basic things to always remember before you plan for a IUI, right? And if we go for the next slide, what is the main hormone? Like, progesterone is a key for the successful implantation. So here, if we see the progesterone is where that as the procedure is done, like IUI procedure is done, first thing is like doctor will advise you the progesterone supplement. Okay, so where you have to include it in your, I mean, daily basis, and also which is progesterone will always improve the uterine lining to susceptibility for the embryo implantation. It is the most important hormone where the supplement which is more helpful to increase the chances of the conception. It is the like uppermost part. It really gives you the good result to get the chances of the conception. So always make sure you be and have a good number of progesterone, which is I'll be sharing you the list of the progesterone foods, which are more in the foods I'll be sharing about, and also the supplement is also most important. Where is the successful key to is to implant is like progesterone. Okay, and the important things of the nutrition for the post IUI period is like the thing is like we want a wholesome, a well balanced meal where you can. It is more helpful to improve the vital link onto your body. Yes, as I was talking about what is meant by a balanced diet, what is meant by wholesome, where you want it is like not a processed one, not a refined one, which is whole in number, which is whole in fiber, which is good amount of a protein, which is these are all a wholesome foods which are packed with a number of nutrients and vitamins which are not polished, right? So always we tell as a well balanced diet in the IUI or IVF, it is kind of a Mediterranean diet. It is nothing but a balanced diet. So you want is like a good amount of wholesome food, okay? So good amount of fiber, which is not polished, would be the millets would be like whole foods, like full fat milk would be in the quinoa, all kinds of millets, all kinds of fruits, vegetables with which are not in the form of juices, but you can have in the form of wholesome foods. So always remember like having a well balanced diet from a different groups, like it would be the milk, eggs, the meat, and the fruits, the vegetables, the cereals, the pulses. These are all like wholesome foods which are really helpful to the implantation and before preparing for the IUI and the after procedure has done, it is which are the most important meal. As I was talking about the Mediterranean diet, if you are looking for any diet, you can also browse for the Mediterranean diet, not for any or any not only one food, like only with only if you are taking an apple which gives you a good result, it doesn't work out. If you are taking an only pomegranate, which yes, I accept that those fruits are packed with an antioxidant which are more helpful as well, but only with the one fruit or two fruit doesn't work out, or one particular food only rice or roti or dal or any curd doesn't work out in your daily diet. But it always make sure you have a balanced plate, like mix of all, like one cup of a salad, one cup of a curry, one cup of a dal with green leafy vegetables packed with folate rich vitamins, as well as one cup of a little bit of rice with one pulka and one cup of curd. This is like a like complete plate, okay? This is how where you have to include from all the food groups, as well as you can include the meat and products which are low in fat as well. So this is how where you have to have more of things where you which is more helpful in the IUI. So what are the foods to eat after the IUI? As I was talking about, which are more of folate, the zinc, the magnesium, the selenium, the vitamin D, the vitamin C, the vitamin E. With these are the more important vitamins and minerals which are more helpful in our daily after the procedure of the IUI. So these are the green leafy vegetables which are packed with a like folate rich. I mean the folic acid which is more presently in the green leafy vegetables. Either you can include the all green leaf vegetables after the IUI procedure or before you are planning for the IUI. You can start taking it every day. You can not taking a one particular green leafy vegetable. If you're taking like example, if you're taking a spinach, do not take a spinach every day, because different kind of green leafy vegetables have different vitamins and minerals as well, because in all the greens are packed with different kind of it would be the potassium, it would be the magnesium. So make sure you change it every day, either in the form of smoothies, either in the form of juices, either in the form of dal preparation, either in the form of any like a mint rice would be the pudina rice, or spinach rice would be. Your recipe is yours, but make sure you include it in your daily diet, which is more helpful to implant the and to make it success of the IUI, it is really helpful for your healthy pregnancy as well. So sunflower seeds, these are very, very good in the selenium as well in the magnesium, which is again packed with a number of nutrients and that. So try to include, and you can include before and after the IUI procedure as well. So you try to include like at least a half a tablespoon of a teaspoon or and a 1 teaspoon in your daily diet. Either you can sprinkle on your salads, either you can add it on your smoothies, either you can have just add up some salt and pepper or a chili powder to enjoy the taste as well. So have a recipe as I was talking about, like you try to include it in a different forms. Either if you are bored of taking every day, like you can change into the recipes and you can enjoy your meal. But do not avoid it if you are bored about it. And the salmon, the good fat, the omega 3, filled with omega 3 fatty acids, and which is number one. The vitamin where it is most helpful for the woman fertility, for the reproductive system of the fertility. So the salmon, the good fats, not only the salmon, it is like omega 3 fatty acids are available in the like avocado as we are seeing in the picture as well. And apart from that, you can include the good fats like would be the olives, it will be the flax seeds, the chia seeds, the walnuts gives you the good amount of omega 3 fatty acids as well. The pomegranate is again the superfood, which is filled with the antioxidants. It is like a fruit which is as the pomegranate, it is the research has been said that the pomegranate is a superfood for the male fertility as well. So the infertility for the male infertility is you can include it either the juice in the form of juice or in the form of custard or in the form of fruit where you can include it every day. It is a superfood for the male and the fertility, I mean the female as well. The lentils and the beans, I mean the all the pulses where you can include it either in the form of dal, in the form of khichdi or in the form of soups as well. You can include it in every day. Asparagus again, which is the superfood which are having a number of new vitamins like vitamin C, vitamin B, and vitamin E, vitamin K. There's a all these vitamins are present in the asparagus. If it is available in a nearby stores or somewhere in the supermarkets, which is to a nearby, you can include as well. And the oysters, which are good in the vitamin D as well as the potassium and magnesium, which is fully available in that. If it is available, you can add it up in your daily diet. Full fat diary, yes. Most of the clients will be asking me like, should I include the full fat or a low fat diary? Because full fat diary, where it is helpful for strengthen up the quality of the egg, which is a superfood to improve the quality of your female egg. So it is you where you can include the full fat, where you can dilute with some water, as I recommend to all my clients, which most of the client doesn't like having a full fat diary. So I tell them like include dilute with some water and just have it, so that they with the no sugars again there, because anyways you are adding up the calories over there. So that if you are taking a full fat, you need to cut down the fats in your daily diet, where you have to cut down the calories in your other diet. So you have to cut down your sugars would be, you have to cut down your oil content would be to cut down your calories as well. The progesterone supplements, as I was talking about in the previous slide, like progesterone is the main key of the to the success of the IUI. That is what where the progesterone supplements, where would be the as it is advised by the doctor, the consultant, where you need to know like what kind of supplements would they refer. I mean they prescribe you. You need to continue with those supplements as well. And foods to be avoided after IUI. As we all know, like we have been talking about, as we know that foods to be avoided is like baked goods, like all the foods which are baked, which is processed, which are like refined would be, which are in the like unnecessary zero calories where we get, you need to be avoided, which are baked, which are like which are unhealthy to our diet. So you need to avoid all the baked ones, as the picture shows. Like no, it would be the pizzas, the junk, the fast food would be the noodles. I mean, all these you need to be avoid completely. Strictly, there is a no to the junk food. Okay. Again, the red and the processed meat would be, because the red meat again, which is again the more fat in it, and the processed meat again, it's a processed one. Again, the microorganism somewhere it will be like double in that, where you have to cut down that, which is not at all advised in the after the IUI, right? So you need to cut down all these, the baked and the processed and the red meat. So the processed carbs would be, again, it comes with like how refined the carbs are, how refined the food are you taking it. So you need to cut down all the process would be, the sugars would be, it might be the white rice, would be the breads. Instead of all these, you can go with the wholesome grain like quinoa, the millets, the brown bread would be all these kind of a number of nowadays we are getting the wholesome, the ragi, the finger millet kind of. I mean the ragi, the jawar, all these puffed rice, all these kinds of, it is mostly available in the supermarkets. Try go to supermarkets, try to read labels and know about it, how good it is, how much the good the fiber in it is present, how less the carbs are. So you need to keep on check like what kind it is helpful, what, how much nutritive value it is more, it is in number. You need, if it is more in fiber, it is, yes, it is, you can go for it. If it is less in sugar, yes, you can choose for it. Okay. If it is good amount of protein, yes, you can choose for it. If it is high carb and high sugars, where you need to eliminate in your daily diet. Okay, this is how where the foods which are to be avoided is like all the processed, refined, and the baked should be avoided completely. And to know about the diet and the lifestyle tips, where here I'm going to again verse you back again. So maintaining your healthy weight. See, like if you're, I was talking about in the previous slide, like who can be go for it. So if your body do not be that much of obese, or should not be like underweight, which hamper your hormone productions, right? So if you are under the BMI of 18, you need to consult up your dietitian, your nearby dietitian. You can consult and take an appointment to us and meet me, so that I can plan a well balanced diet, like how good the diet would be, which is more helpful to you. I'll be helping out you here. I'll be, you can reach me out anytime, and you can book an appointment for me as well. And if you're planning to lose your weight as well, if you are obese, and as the slide says, as the point says, like it hampers your hormones productions. Okay, you have to be, as I was talking in the previous slide, where you have to get stick with those, the five important things, where the five options I have given you. Like you have to maintain your diet, you have to be strict with your physical activity, where you have to de-stress yourself, where you have to check your sleep patterns, where you have to hydrate well. So these are the things where it will really helps you to maintain your weight as well. So if you're looking for any weight loss, if your BMI is about 30, if you're above 30 or 35, so you need to reduce your weight. That is the thing where your hormones get activated, and which is more helpful for the successful implantation. So you always make sure to maintain a healthy body weight. That is most important thing, where you have to always remember to be on your toes and be strict for yourself. So remain active, like performing the mild low activities, like always remain active. Like I was talking about, like be active. So how active you are, that much your hormones get activated. So always be active for yourself. As the slide says, relax, calm, and stress is can also hinder your chances of getting pregnant. So eliminate as much as possible if you are stressed. What kind of stress you are, first you need to know about it. Are you stuck out with your family problems? Are you stressed out with, or any work pressure would be, are you stressed out with your pregnancy as well, if you're not getting conceived? So we are always here to help out you the stress doesn't work out in your if you are planning for pregnancy. So stress is also hinders, and if your weight is also plays hampers you there. So always remember to come out of it where you can maintain with all these for a good implantation, right? So avoid using a little, like drug would be any kind of you're taking too much of drugs or any smoking. If you are habituated, bless kindly get rid of all those. And you have to know like what is hindering you, which is not making you success. You first of all you need to come out of all these. Start eating healthy. As I'm talking about what kind of foods you need to be take it, like as I was talking about what to avoid and what to include in your daily diet, do follow that and start eating healthy, which comes from the all food groups. A good vitamins, a good wholesome and a good balanced diet really makes you and keep you more healthier from in and out as well. Lastly, be happy. It's the most important thing where you can do. Yes. So if you're happy, if you don't stress, if you have a good sleep, if you have a good amount, good weight and all, if you're maintaining, the thing is, only thing is, you have to be happy. So try to make yourself happy from inside, where you always smile, you forget all your problems, whatever you have. So it will not come in your mind and will not affect where you do not think if you are happy. So be with your friends, be with your family, spend with your friends, spend with your families, where you try to involve in something. Just watch out. The movies would be the involve in some good music where you can feel some happiness and it makes you smile. Hang out with your dog would be go for a walk with your dog, like that. So be happy how much you can. And let me talk about like what kind of a diet and how to plan the diet which is more helpful in the IUI. So this is the diet where you have to include it. Like these are the options I'm giving you. Like what how to take a wholesome foods, different foods which I was talking about. So how to add up in your daily diet. So in an empty stomach, you can go with kale and I mean the color beetroot juice with the flax seeds. Flax seeds are good in omega 3. Apple again, and beetroot, which are again good source of iron, good source of vitamin C, good source of vitamin E, right? So you can have it in the form of salad would be in the normal 2 3 pieces where you can munch up early in the morning with some nuts as well. Either if you want to have a warm water as well, you can include it. And in the breakfast, as I was talking about wholesome, right? Not the processed and not the refined one, not oily food again. Where again here it comes with a big 1 cup of oats porridge with dates, walnuts and the almonds or dalia with vegetables when plus 1 cup of curd. Or else if you're having idlis or dosas, if you're South Indian, you can include them as well. But with a wholesome food would be like I was talking about the millets. You can go with a ragi dosa, with the java dosa, with kind of adding up a vegetable chutneys. Would be the mint chutney you can add up, which is mostly a good amount of folic acid which is present in the greens as well. So you can add up or any kind of tomato chutney you can include or any kind of onion chutney you can add up with the dosas or idlis with other options as well. So mid morning me you can have the avocado, which is again packed with a number of nutrients, and it's a superfood for the good fats, right? Omega 3 fatty acids. So you can add up in the form of smoothie, either you can add up with a spread. That spread would be that filling with chia seeds, curd, and honey dip kind of. So where you can enjoy your smoothie or any kind of fruit or in the form of salad or any in the form of spread would be, or you can add up or any other fruit. Not depends on the fruit. The fruits would be the high calorie fruits or the low calorie fruits where you can include according to your weight as well. Like I was talking about your underweight or if you're obese. So you need to check about your weight and where we'll be planning like what kind of fruit that is suitable when you are planning for IUI and which is more helpful and wholesome fruit as well, where you can include like orange would be like with most, I mean the sweet lime would be all these the seasonal fruits where you can include in your daily diet. So and the lunch, if you are looking for it, as I was talking about, one katora of rice, two rotis, and one cup of vegetable with the salads and with any kind of all these, which are again, if you see in this, these are the wholesome foods, like the millet roti, not the processed one, right? If you're not taking only one, so which is more helpful. The salad, again, the salads, the sprout chaat, which are again packed with all the sprouts would be like with the moong, the chana, all these again packed with good amount of protein as well, where you can include good amount of protein, good amount of fat, and good amount of vitamins, minerals, which are present as well with a low calorie diet, which is more in fiber. That is more important. What where we can, it is more helpful for the, as a daily diet. So mid afternoon, may one glass of buttermilk again, and the evening snack may where you can include a green tea or cinnamon tea or anything which is low. Usually, clients will be asking, should I need to avoid coffee and teas? There is no need to avoid your coffee and teas, but there is a limitation in your daily consumption of how many cups are you taking in. So there is a cut down of the count, but you can include like with the calorie count, how much sugars are you consuming? That is more important to know about it. So, two vegetable of moong pancakes would be potato. Depends again. The chila would be like it might be the besan ka chila, the potato chila, or anything is fine. But it is like you have to know again according to your BMI will be planning your daily diet. So if you are like obese, we need to avoid few of the foods from these as well. So dinner mein again and quinoa or dalia, vegetables with this cup of sambar. So this is like again the wholesome foods where it is more in fiber and packed number of nutrients, which is more helpful and makes you full for the longer time, and which are low in GI, which is good for the as the procedure as well, where you have to include and makes you full easier. That is most important thing. You have to know like when to take and what to take and how to take is most important. To know about the quantity and the quality of what consumption are you in, it is are you consuming is most important. So this is what in the IUI I have been telling about the foods, what to avoid and what to include is most important. Is nothing but how well you are to maintaining is like to know it is the superfoods. So these are the slides where you have to know it like things you need to remember always. Like as I was talking about, de-stress, good balanced diet, and hydration, sleep, and the physical activity is the points where you have to always remember and know like how well you are in from outside and in, and good investment and you're storing all the good nutrients in your body for the better investment tomorrow. And if you have any queries, let me know. I'll be answering up your queries. So here we have a question like after an IUI, what foods should you avoid it? So here, after an IUI, you need to avoid like hot, any kind of very hot foods or any kind of too spicy foods to be avoided after immediately after IUI. And I recommend to avoid as well the processed foods, the junk food, the outside zero calorie soft drinks would be mostly try to include food which is prepared at home, freshly prepared, and a good fruits you can include it, and good you can include your eggs, your milk as well as in your daily diet, but try to avoid the junk food, the hot, very hot foods, and mm, the spicy foods which will trigger a lot. It might be triggering you with any infections would be try to avoid all these foods which have been listed out. Can I eat chicken after IUI? Yes, chicken is again packed with good amount of nutrients in it, and it is a low fat. You can. you can include a chicken in your diet. It is not like to avoid it, because a few clients will be asking me that chicken. If I take chicken, will my body will get a heat up, like kind of. See, depends on the consumption. Like how many times are you taking in a week would be, in a day would be. So if you are having like good amount of, if you are hydrating well, no need to worry about the heat what it is produced in your body. And it doesn't depend on body to body. Different body has different body access. So you need to know, like if you are from the childhood, if you are heating, your body is heating up with the chicken, then you need to consult up your dietitian, so that she will be balancing, like when you're eating up chicken, what to include to cool up your body as well. So as per our studies, you can include chicken in your daily diet after IUI. We have another question, like what nutritional habits can make to ensure that my body is ready for the successful pregnancy after an IUI cycle. So a good question would be, so nutritional habits are like I was talking about. To that is why you need to have a good balanced diet firstly, where you it will store up your nutrients from, if you're planning for pregnancy, if you're planning for IUI, after the IUI, you have to plan it before 3 months. Before, like at least for 2 months, you need to follow a very strict diet where with a good wholesome fruits, a good balanced diet, a kind of Mediterranean diet where you need to follow it. And with that, exercise is important to be physically active, to generate up your, to activate your hormones. It is the most important thing. And hydrate well. There is should be like you have to get rid of de-stress. You have to be stressed out. You need not to be stressed with any other things. So you have to have a good balanced diet. You have to start up from before 2 months, so that you are preparing for a healthy pregnancy. Are there any vitamins, minerals, or herbs can improve my chances of any successes? So again, yes, is there not an any particular see, because all the vitamins, all the minerals, all the herbs which are available, whatever we are eating, all are foods which are packed with a number of nutrients and minerals. So if you are having those with good amount of food, so you are investing your vitamins and minerals in your body as well. So what can improve my IUI successful bolito? See, if you're consulting any doctor, if you are preparing for the pregnancy, the doctor will advise you the multivitamin supplements as well, where you can include the food. You might miss some of the nutrients from the food. That is why the doctor advised you to go with an extra supplements of the vitamins. So you have to include with the food as well as supplements, so that you may not miss any kind of nutrients as in your diet. So you have to include the supplements as well as the amount of food, where it is more helpful to store up your some good amount of vitamins in your body for the successful implantation. Can I eat a raw or uncooked food after an IUI? Usually, we don't advise a raw or uncooked food after any kind of procedure, because you might get infected very soon. So, to get rid of any diarrhea or infected things, where you have to avoid uncooked or raw foods, usually we tell no for these raw and uncooked foods after any kind of IUI procedure. Thank I think we have done for the session today. Thank you all for joining us today here, and let us meet with another interesting topic next time. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye. Stay healthy.